Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're journeying back in time to uncover the extraordinary story of a man who rose from humble beginnings to forge an empire and leave an indelible mark on Indian history. This is the story of Sher Shah Suri, the Lion King of India. Our story begins in 1486 in Sasaram, a town in modern-day Bihar. A boy named Farid Khan was born into an Afghan family of modest means. No one could have predicted that this boy, facing a childhood of struggle and hardship, would one day challenge the mighty Mughal Empire and create a legacy that endures even today. His early life was a crucible, forging a determination and ambition that would fuel his meteoric rise. Farid Khan, a young man with sharp intellect and a warrior's spirit, first entered the historical stage by joining the service of the burgeoning Mughal Empire under Babur. His talent was undeniable. He quickly distinguished himself with his bravery on the battlefield and his exceptional administrative skills. He became a trusted figure in the Mughal court, learning the intricacies of power and governance from the very heart of the empire. He would one day challenge, but Farid Khan was no mere servant. He saw the weaknesses within the Mughal structure and harbored ambitions far greater than being a subordinate. He began to gather power, building a loyal following of Afghan chiefs who were disillusioned with Mughal rule. The stage was set for a monumental clash. In 1539, after a series of brilliant military victories, Farid Khan seized his moment. He defeated the Mughal Emperor Humayun at the Battle of Siasta, declared himself Sultan of Delhi, and adopted the title Sher Shah, meaning the Lion King. The Suri dynasty was born. Sher Shah's reign, though tragically short, was a whirlwind of revolutionary change. He wasn't just a conqueror, he was a visionary administrator. He understood that a strong empire needed a solid foundation. He completely overhauled the existing system, dividing his vast empire into provinces, or sarkars, and further into districts, or he appointed a team of officials for each unit, creating a clear chain of command and ensuring efficient governance right down to the village level. This structured approach brought order and stability to a land that had seen constant turmoil. His military reforms were just as groundbreaking. He established a powerful, disciplined, and directly paid standing army, ending the reliance on feudal lords who supplied soldiers of varying quality and loyalty. He personally oversaw recruitment and branded the horses to prevent fraud. This professional army became the backbone of his empire, a formidable force that maintained law and order and defended his expanding borders. But perhaps Sher Shah's most lasting contribution was to the economy. He introduced a standardized silver coin called the rupiah and a copper coin called the dam. These coins were of a fixed weight and purity, which streamlined trade and commerce across the empire. This very rupiah was the precursor to the modern rupee used in India and other South Asian countries today. Think about that. Every time you use a rupee, you're touching a piece of Sher Shah's legacy. He also understood the importance of infrastructure. He is famously credited with building and renovating the Grand Trunk Road, or Sadhu-ki-Azam, a magnificent highway stretching over 2,500 kilometers from Bengal in the east to Peshawar in the west. But this was just one of many. He built an extensive network of roads connecting all major cities of his empire. Along these roads, he built sarais, or inns, at regular intervals. These weren't just rest stops. They were fortified posts that also served as mail stations, creating a postal system that was astonishingly fast for its time. This network of roads and sarais not only boosted trade and made travel safer for merchants and common people, but also allowed for the rapid movement of his armies and information. Sher Shah was not just a brilliant strategist and administrator. He was also known for his profound sense of justice. He believed that the welfare of his subjects was his primary duty. He was accessible to the common people, setting up a system where anyone, regardless of their status, could bring their grievances directly to him. Stories abound of his impartiality, ensuring that justice was delivered swiftly and fairly, even if it meant ruling against his own high-ranking officials or relatives. He famously said, "Justice is the most excellent of religious rights." This concern for the common person, for the farmer and the merchant, earned him immense respect and loyalty from his subjects. Of course, None of this would have been possible without his military genius. Sher Shah was a master of strategy and tactics. His campaigns were marked by meticulous planning, swift movements, and brilliant battlefield maneuvers. After defeating Humayun at Chalsa, he decisively crushed him again at the Battle of Kannauj in 1540, forcing the Mughal emperor into a long and desperate exile in Persia. With the Mughals out of the picture, Sher Shah consolidated and expanded his empire. He conquered the wealthy province of Bengal, brought the powerful Rajput kingdoms of Malwa and Rajasthan under his control, and extended his dominion to Mughal. In just 5 years, he had built an empire that stretched across the entire northern Indian subcontinent. He was an unstoppable force, a military leader who combined the ferocity of a lion with the cunning of a fox. So, what is the ultimate legacy of Sher Shah Suri? It is immense and multifaceted. Though his dynasty was short-lived, his administrative and economic reforms were so effective that they were later adopted and built upon by the very Mughals he had defeated. The great Emperor Akbar, often hailed as one of India's greatest rulers, owed a significant debt to the systems put in place by Sher Shah. From land revenue systems that protected the peasants to a standardized currency and a well-organized bureaucracy, Sher Shah laid the groundwork for the future glory of the Mughal Empire. His story is a powerful testament to what one individual with vision, courage, and sheer determination can achieve. He started with nothing and built everything, changing the course of Indian history in the process. He was a reformer, a builder, a military genius, and a just ruler, all rolled into one. Tragically, his reign was cut short. In 1545, during the siege of the formidable Kalinjar fort, Sher Shah was fatally wounded by an accidental gunpowder explosion. His death was a tremendous loss for the empire he had so painstakingly built. Without his leadership, the Suri dynasty crumbled within a decade, paving the way for Humayun's return. But even in death, his legacy was secure. Sher Shah Suri will forever be remembered as the great reformer, the Lion King who, in a brief but brilliant reign, set a new standard for governance and left a legacy that echoes through the centuries. Thank you so much for joining us on this historical deep dive. We hope you found the story of Sher Shah Suri as fascinating as we do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more engaging stories from history. We'll see you in the next one.